Welcome back to my class again, my dear young learners. You all are welcome in my class. I am Mamunur Rashid from Shingaga High School, Kishondi Famari. I wish you all are well in your house and doing your studies so regularly and getting preparation for your coming exam. And I am here today. I will discuss you on narration, which I already started in my classes, and I think you already enjoyed my first part on narration, and you have got some clear ideas. Today, inshallah, I will try to give you a clear concept or clear idea on other parts or other senses of narration. So it will be on narration part 2. I wish you will enjoy it, and also you share it to others. Do positive comments for our better rectification. Also, you do your homeworks and try to send us in our messengers group in my personal inbox, and I will try to give you a positive feedback. So, my dear young learners, I don't want to waste your time. Let's go or move on your. Okay, my dear learners, now we are in sense number 3, that is person sense. So let's have a look how we can sense person in a given speech. So he said to me, I am ill. Here the person is I, that is first person, that is first person. So if you see any subject in the reported speech first person, so we will change it according to the subject of reporting verb. Here the reporting verb, the subject of reporting verb is he, so I will refer he, and then we can write here only he in exchange of I, that is I এর পরিবর্তে আমরা এখানে হি ব্যবহার করব কখন, যখন বাক্যের এই গিভেন সেন্টেন্সের সাবজেক্টটি ফার্স্ট পারসন দেয়া থাকবে। ক্লিয়ার? Yes, and then if you see, he said to me, you are my brother. Here you refers, you is as a second person, and it will refer the object of reporting verb. So here the object of reporting verb is me, and that will convert into I. When we write the answer, you here refer me, and me will be I. If you refer he will be him will be he, her will be she, them will be they, like this. So আমরা খেয়াল করব, এভাবে যদি রিপোর্টেড স্পিচের ভিতরে সাবজেক্টটি সেকেন্ড পারসন দেয়া থাকে, তাহলে অবশ্যই সেটি রিপোর্টিং ভার্বের অবজেক্টকে রেফার করবে, অবজেক্ট অনুসারে হবে। অবজেক্ট এখানে মি থাকলে আই হবে, হিম থাকলে হি হবে, হার থাকলে she হবে, them থাকলে they হবে। Clear it? I think you have got it. Okay. And at last he said to me he wants to play. Here he is third person, and you'll be surprised or you will be happy to know that no need to sense when we see the subject is third person. Here we see he, so no need to replace it or change it. So যখন আমরা বাক্যের সাবজেক্টটি থার্ড পারসন দেখব, তখন কোনো পরিবর্তনই করতে হবে না। So the main thing is that we have to change only two person, first person and second person. There is no need to change third person. So I think you have got the clear idea how we sense person in a sentence. But you have to remember, when you see any person, suppose I have, and then you have got another person in a sentence, so you must have to sense all the persons, all the objective form or subjective form given in the speech. আমি যদি বাংলায় একটু পরিষ্কার করি, এই একটি বাক্যে একাধিক সাবজেক্ট বা অবজেক্ট যদি থাকে, সেটি পার্সন চেঞ্জের নিয়ম অনুসারে সাবজেক্ট অথবা অবজেক্ট অনুসারে সেটি পরিবর্তিত অবশ্যই করতে হবে বাক্যে যতবার থাকবে। It must have to remember you that So I think you have got the clear idea, dear young learners. Now we will have the idea how we change verb in direct speech. So we already have got the idea how we can change the reporting verb, how we can add the conjunction, and how we change the persons in a direct sentences. But now we will have the idea how we can change verb in a direct speech. So it's so difficult, I think, for the student of class 8 to 12, because when we do change verb in direct speech, it becomes so hazardous, so difficult for us. So today I will give you some short techniques by which you can change verb easily when you derive any direct speech into indirect. So let's see. Here I wrote, he said to me, I am he. So this is the direct speech. So you have to change this indirect. To change it into indirect, or to change the verb here, the verb is am. So you want to change the verb am. So how you change it? To change the verb in direct speech, you have to go to the reporting verb. Yes, here the reporting verb is said. So if you see the reporting verb is said, asked, or B2, that means past form of a verb. Past form of a verb. Suppose you say you see here, right, said, asked, or requested, or ordered, like these kinds of words. If you see here, then you can sense am. Then you can sense am. And then if you see was or were plus saying, was saying, were saying, or you see not saying but was ordering, or was asking, were asking, such kind of word you may see say, or also another kind of words adding ing, then you can change am. And then if you see had said, or had asked, or had ordered, that means had plus V3, that means past perfect form of a verb. If you see here, then you can change the verb of reported speech. And you also can sense when you see had been saying, or had been asking, had been ordering, had been requesting, such kind of words there. If you see here, then you can sense the verb of reported speech. So to change the verb of reported speech, you have to see whether the verb of the reporting verb is in 4 forms. How many forms? Yes, 4 forms. That is, it may be there said, or was there saying, or had said, or had been saying. Then you can have the permission to change the verb of a speech. If you don't see such kind of verb, suppose you see here say, only wrote here say, or wrote here says, so you don't get the permission to change the verb of reported speech. So if you see here have said, or have been saying, or will say, or suppose will say, such kind of word if you see here, you don't have got the permission to change the verb. So for your better understanding, just I am telling you in Bangla, যখন আমরা রিপোর্টিং ভার্বটি চেঞ্জ করব, সাপোজ আমি এই এমটাকে চেঞ্জ করব, এখানে রিপোর্টেড স্পেসে ভার্ব এমটিকে আমি চেঞ্জ করব। সো এমটিকে চেঞ্জ করার জন্য যে কাজটি করতে হবে সেটি হচ্ছে রিপোর্টিং ভার্বে আমরা খেয়াল করব এই সেডের জায়গায় সেড দেয়া আছে কি না আক্স দেয়া আছে নাকি, অথবা পাস্ট টেন্স বুঝে এমন শব্দ দেয়া আছে কিনা, অথবা ওয়াজ আর সেইং অথবা ভার্বের সাথে আইএনজি যুক্ত এমন কোনো শব্দ এখানে দেয়া আছে কিনা, অথবা হ্যাড সেড অথবা হ্যাড অর্ডারড, হ্যাড রিকোয়েস্টেড, এই টাইপের কোনো শব্দ এখানে দেয়া আছে কিনা, অথবা হ্যাড বিন সেইং অথবা হ্যাড বিন এর পরে আইএনজি যুক্ত কোনো শব্দ এখানে দেয়া আছে কিনা। যদি দেয়া থাকে দেন উই ক্যান চেঞ্জ দ্য ভার্ব। যদি দেয়া না থাকে, এই ধরনের শব্দ যদি এই সেটের জায়গাটাতে দেয়া না থাকে, তখন আমরা এই অংশের পার্সন চেঞ্জ হবে, টাইম আউট থাকলে টাইম আউট চেঞ্জ হবে, কিন্তু ভার্ব চেঞ্জ হবে না। দ্যাট মিন্স ভার্বের ফর্ম চেঞ্জ হবে না। ভার্ব চেঞ্জ হবে না, এটা ভুল হবে, ভার্বের ফর্ম চেঞ্জ হবে না। দ্যাট মিন্স সাপোজ হেয়ার am, it can be is or are, but it will not convert was। অর্থাৎ am আছে, সেটি ইজ হতে পারে, সাবজেক্ট অনুসারে আর হতে পারে, কিন্তু সেটি ওয়াজে যাবে না অথবা ওয়ারে যাবে না। আমি আমি বিষয়টি ক্লিয়ার করতে পারছি কিনা আবার একটু খেয়াল করো। তাহলে আমরা যে বিষয়টি খেয়াল করব সেটি হচ্ছে যে সেইডের জায়গায় যদি এই চার ধরনের শব্দ আমরা দেখতে পাই, তবেই আমরা এই অংশের ভার্ব চেঞ্জ করতে পারবো, না হলে পারবো না। সাপোজ এখানে সে লেখা আছে, তাহলে ভার্ব চেঞ্জ হবে না। সেইস লেখা আছে, তাহলে ভার্ব চেঞ্জ হবে না। উইল সে লেখা আছে, ভার্ব চেঞ্জ হবে না। ভার্ব চেঞ্জ হবে না মানে ভার্বের ফর্ম চেঞ্জ হবে না। তো সো আই থিংক ইউ হ্যাভ গট দ্য আইডিয়া হাউ you can do changes of verb in a reported speech. So if you see such kind of word, suppose you see that said, asked, or need to type word, so then you have got the permission to change. যখন তুমি নিশ্চিত হয়ে গেলা যে হ্যাঁ এখানে said আছে, আমি এখন ভার্ব চেঞ্জ করতে পারবো, তাহলে যখন আমরা পারমিশন পেয়ে গেলাম যে হ্যাঁ ভার্ব চেঞ্জ করতে পারবো, তাহলে আমরা কি করব, চলো আমরা দেখে নিই। ওকে মাই ডিয়ার ইয়াং লার্নার্স, নাও have a look. He said to me, I am in. So here we have got said, then we can change the verb am. যেহেতু আমরা এখানে said পেয়েছি, তাহলে আমরা ভার্বকে am কে চেঞ্জ করতে পারি। So what will we do then? Look, if we see a verb that is auxiliary in the reported speech, so we may change it like this. If you see, suppose here am or is, you can convert it was, or you can change it into was. And then if you see are, then you can change into were. If you see have or has such kind of word there, then you can convert it or you can change into had. And then if you see was or were there, then you can change into it had been. Yes. And then if you see had, then you can change into had or had been. And if you see here must, then you change into had to or would have to. Had to or would have to. But if you see must have, and the sentence is universal truth. That is, we must die. Suppose we must die. So here everybody will die, and that is the universal truth. So if you see such kind of sentence that indicates the universal truth, in that sentence must will not be changed or must will be unchanged. Clear? So and then if you see can, you can change into it could. If you see shall, you can change into it would or should. In maximum sentence or maximum types of sentence, we see shall change into would, and sometimes we see it change into should. And then if you see will, then it would be would. If you see may, then it would be, or it will change into might. So if you see do or does, then it will change into did. If you see did, then that will be had been. But so here look, so we have got the clear idea that auxiliary verb will change like this way. So now we will see how the principal verb. Okay, my dear young learners, now have a look here. He said to me, he didn't know this, or he knows this. So look here, if we see any principal verb in the given reported speech, or any principal verb into negative form, suppose here did is the auxiliary verb and doing here the negative form, so then you will do, if you see do not or doesn't, it will convert into didn't plus V1. That means do or does will didn't, and then if you just add the principal verb into V1 form, that means present form. And then if you see didn't in the reported speech, so it will convert in hadn't, and the main verb or principal verb will convert into V3, convert into. So here we see didn't, then we can write this way: hadn't known. So hadn't and no convert into known, V3. And then if we see any principal verb here like this, if we see go here in the sentence, if you see go, then it will be went. It will be went. That means in past form. If we see the present form of verb, then it will convert into past form. And then if you see goes, that is the present form, and it will convert into went. Convert into went, that is past form. And if you see the past form like went, then it will convert into had plus V3, that is had gone. Look here, if we see knows, it will convert into knew. If we see went, then it will convert into had gone. And if you see go, then it will convert into went. If we see doesn't go, then it will convert into didn't go. So for your better understanding, just I am saying in Bangla, look, যখন আমরা দেখব যে রিপোর্টেড স্পিচের মধ্যে মানে যে ভার্বটি দেয়া আছে সেটি প্রিন্সিপাল ভার্ব অথবা এমন যে অক্সিলারি ভার্ব কিন্তু না বোধক, যেমন এখানে দেয়া আছে ডিডন্ট, তাহলে আমরা সেক্ষেত্রে তখন হ্যাড প্লাস ভি3 লিখবো, হ্যাডন্ট প্লাস ভি3 লিখবো। দ্যাট মিনস in some books we see that these are stored if the verb is present form or present tense, then the verb will be past tense. If the verb is present continuous, the verb will be past continuous. Like this, they are just writing this. আমরা বই খুললেই দেখব যে এই ধরনের মানে রুলস গুলো লেখা আছে, প্রেজেন্ট টেন্স হলে পাস্ট টেন্স হবে, প্রেজেন্ট কন্টিনিউয়াস হলে পাস্ট কন্টিনিউয়াস। বাট I am not here giving you the idea to convert like this. I am just showing you that you just memorize or you just remember the words, and word will take you to the tense. Suppose you just know that if you see any verb like present, that will be past. So the sentence will automatically past indefinite. Suppose we see know or knows, that we write knew. Then if we write knew, then the sentence will be into a past indefinite. So we don't need to memorize that present indefinite equal to past indefinite, present continuous equal to past continuous. We just memorize some. Hello my dear young learners, now we are at the very last of our sense. This is the last sense, that is called time word sense. And time word sense in a narration or in a speech or in a direct speech, the time word sense is a one kind of factor, but it depends on if the word is given in the sentence or not. Here he said to me, I will go home tomorrow. Here we got a one time word. So if there is a time word in a sentence, that it will be sense, otherwise not. So we have got already complete idea about four senses: reporting verb, conjunction at, person sense, and also verb sense. And now we are going to have idea about the time word sense. So time word depends on if it is given in the sentence or not. If it is given, then it will be sense, or otherwise not. So four senses is mandatory to do a complete indirect speech. So if we see such kind of word, suppose if you see here in the sentence, then it will be there, hence, then come, go or arrive. But come মানে যদি এমন হয় নিজের দিকে আসা হয় তাহলে come will not be sensed. Today, that day. Tomorrow, the next day, the following day. Yesterday, the previous day, the day before. Okay. Last night, the previous night. Last week, the previous week. Last month, the previous month. Sir, sir, politely, respectfully, or with due respect. And sometimes we can also mention addressing as a sir. If you want to write it, we have to write it before the reporting verb, that addressing as sir. Sometimes we may have seen, or we may have seen in some books that is written that addressing as sir. Sorry, if you see sorry in a sentence, that it will change into apology, or also you can keep it sorry. This is all about, I think, the time word. So there are lots of changes in narration. We are doing our best to give you some ideas or some techniques how to do sentences. If we do the sentences sequentially, first reporting verb, then conjunction add, then person sense, then verb sense, and then time word sense, then it will be a complete indirect speech, and there will be no wrong. But it take time, and you do it sequentially. Dear student, now I am going to give you some homeworks to practice in your house, and you just keep it down in your notes and try to solve these and send me in my inbox or in our be safe and sound, and take care of your health, and stay with us. Enjoy our classes and share it, do positive comments. Allah Hafiz.